Hello, this is Si Wing Yi from the Yi Real Estate Network. I'd like to take this opportunity to present to you what I feel is the best multi-unit purchase opportunities, which is in Central Florida. Again, over the past 13 years that we've been in business as a network investment club, and we have markets, we have representation from various markets throughout the country over the years, and we have sold a lot of single family homes, duplexes, and triplexes. And I could confidently share with you that what is going on in Central Florida with everything that we have done, not only single family homes and what have you, and bank REOs and turnkey investing, but multi units is, I've never seen anything where the cash flow and the cap rates and the cash on cash return and the total RI is so high. So it's truly amazing. I'm just so excited that the inventories are still available. It's such a Many of our investors recently have done so well in this market through our efforts. So, and Jean Gillum, again, she's been in the market for so long in Florida. She just have so much connection, and she's able to provide us some great opportunities. So, without further ado, again, we're going to talk about multi-units. In this particular case, as you can see the link, multi-family, duplex, triplex, fourplex, rented and cash flowing. Right. So although let's look over the link, the big picture that you guys see all the time on a weekly basis, really. So this is the one full page of multi-units. Some of the old ones we're not going to discuss. Some of the old ones that are still in the market for various reasons. As you can see the date on the right hand side, right? July, February, whatever. Some of those older, I mean, that's been in the market for a few months for whatever reason they're still on there. They could be like maybe the seller or not selling, or the transaction did not go through, whatever the reasons why. But I'm going to focus on the new multi-unit inventory that came into the market. As you can see under the date right here. So, August 1st, a few days ago, 2016, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 multi-units that came into our inventory a few days ago on August the 1st, 2016. But I'm going to highlight 3 of them, which I feel that are very intriguing. So without further ado, let me start with, okay, 1 second here. Let me start with right here, this duplex, 214,000 in Tampa. So let me spend a few minutes on this particular flyer, if you will. So as you can see the picture, very nice exterior, interior is pretty nice, well done. The feature of this property is, again, located in 10619 Davis Road, Tampa, Florida 33637. Let's look at the property description. It's a duplex, uh, bedrooms 1 and 2 sides, bath and 1 and 2 sides. That means 2 bedroom, 1 bath on each unit. Total square footage 1648. So each unit is around 824 square foot. All right. And year built 1992. If you look at the year built in terms of multi-unit, any multi-units that are built within the past 20 to 25 years, I consider that a good value, because most multi-units in the country are very old, 50, 60, 70 years old. So I consider this a relatively new duplex unit. It's listed at 214,500. And let me go over briefly the investment feature, the description. Is a true money maker, great cash flow, super low expenses, 2 separate buildings, makes this one duplex, of course. Everything has been renovated from floor to ceiling, updated bathroom, brand new kitchen, new air conditioning, have a lot of parking space. So when you see this kind of description, that tells you that the maintenance and upkeep in the next few years will be very minimal. So that's a good sign. That means all the great cash flow you've been capturing on a monthly basis on these long-term leased tenants, it'll bode you well. So makes your cash flow true cash flow without a lot of unforeseen out-of-pocket costs. So at 25 to 30% down, typically for duplex and over. So at the end of the day, so per total rent, gross rent per month is 1850. So that means well, each unit is rent for $925, I think, right? So total 1850. So if you look at 214 from 214,000 list price versus the gross rent, a little bit below 1% rent to price ratio, which is fine. So $634 net monthly cash flow is pretty attractive. I would say the cap rate on this one is probably around 8%. Cash on cash return probably 11 to 12%. Total RI probably around 30%. So good numbers. So nice home, nice duplex. Okay, so that's all I have for this one. First of three I'm going to highlight. So the second of three I'm going to show you. Okay, is let me show you this one. This one is very unique. I need to do more research. Now, okay, there's pros and cons of this one, but mostly pros. This is a duplex located in Orlando, Florida, 1500 South Lee Avenue. And so here are the features of this duplex is bedrooms, two side, bath one, so two bedroom, one bath. Total square footage 1682. That means each side is around what 841 square foot. Not bad. One car port. The only little bit downside is 1951. Now I'll be honest with you, and when I look at this number, is mind-boggling. It's too good to be true. But the pros and cons, right? The cons, it doesn't mention anything about the maintenance cost, the rehab, or any kind of long-term repercussions, or I need to know. I need to pull over. If I were a buyer, to be honest, I would obtain an inspection report to determine what, if any, major potential repairs need to be done either before you purchase a property or down the road. Because if there are some major repairs, then the repairs and maintenance over the next few years could offset the high cash flow that you are about to see, which I'm about to show you. But okay, assuming the best, if after you look at the inspection report and there are not that much major repairs, if because this description is too limited, all right, it just doesn't tell you too enough. What I'm trying to say is maybe this property has been rehabbed already, so completely. The roof done, AC conditioning, been updated, or kitchen floor, whatever. If that's the case, great. It's a win-win situation. But yeah, do a little bit more research on this particular property before you make an offer. But on face value, if you look at the number itself, it's just mind-boggling. Once again, I keep saying this. Recently, I have never seen any kind of numbers, right? All these numbers, cash flow, numerical analysis that I've seen in my life. This is mind-boggling. It listed 110,000. The entire duplex, right? Both buildings, total $110,000 only. So let's briefly look at the description. Investor special. Total rent $3,000. This is truly amazing. Both units are currently rented with month-to-month lease agreement. Buyer can renew lease to yearly agreement. So that's fine. Don't worry about the month-to-month because they can always renew for annual renewal. So if you look at I suspect if you look at the long-term track record of this particular building being built 1951, we have to assume that it's a good rental area. The vacancy potentially very low. So anyway, it's amazing. If you look at the square footage, it's amazing, right? 1,682 square foot, only 110K. Now here's it's a great thing. Total gross rent is 3,000. So $1,500 rent are paying by each of the two tenants. So a tenant is paying $1,500 per month to rent a 841 square foot space, which is fine. It's realistic. It happens. So at 30% down payment, you look at the payments. It's amazing, right? $3,000 monthly gross rent reduced by the total debt obligation. If you put 30% down payment, your net monthly cash flow. And this is not a misprint, by the way, fellas. Is $2,176. So I have not done any kind of further calculation, but the cap rate on this is just off the chart. Typically it's 1%. Rent to value ratio is 1%, but in this case, what, 3%? My God, the cap rate, I don't know, 16, 17%. Cash on cash return, let me see. In fact, I can do it on my head. Cash on cash return is 2,100 multiplied by 12. Let's say $25,000 annual cash flow, 25,000 annual net cash flow, that is, which is from the down payment, 30% multiplied by 110,000. So your down payment is around 30 something thousand, right? Your cash flow, your down payment is around 30% multiplied by 110K, about 33 plus closing cost, maybe 35,000 annually, right? Your down payment, your total cost to buy this property divided by the annual net cash flow of around 23,000. Oh wow, what is it? What's the cash on cash return? Like 70%. So in about a year and a half, you can recapture your down payment that you put in. Mind-boggling. Okay, I don't want to dwell anymore on the numbers. It's just super amazing. Okay, so wow. Okay, this is the second property, and the third property it just came. The third and the final property I'm going to talk about. Where is it? It's right here. This property might have been gone already. One of my investors might have put an offer for this a few days ago. This one is a duplex, 806 East Bougainville Avenue, Tampa, Florida, 33612. I really like this one. This is my personal number one, at least in this past week of inventory analysis in Central Florida. All right, let's look over the property description. Bedroom, 2 side, bath, 3 and 1. That means this duplex, each side is, I'm not even sure. 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and the other unit is 3 bedroom, 1 bath. All right, total square footage 2,349. So per side is around, I don't know, 1,200 and something square foot, which is pretty big. 1 car port, built 1987. Once again, is only around 30 years new. Okay, so this is a good value for a duplex. Listed at only 135,000. Look at the picture. Very nice quality. Decent color. Interior, typical. As you can see, the tenant is living in here, so it's kind of a little bit messy. Okay, but that's fine. This typical multi-unit situation. Let's go over briefly on the description. Investors, don't miss out on this fully leased, desirable duplex. Fully leased. Features, okay, 2 bedroom, 3 bed, whatever. Hook up to washer and dryer, tile floors, carpets, New AC, that's good. So a lot of things have been rehab. So maintenance costs and upkeep in the next 2 years should be relatively low, right? So that's a good sign. Long-term tenants in this impeccably maintained turnkey property. Again, rent set total 1,550, 650, and 900 per month on each side. owner pay for the water. Great property manager. We always have great property manager. Don't worry. And I'm not going to go over the Tampa. What's going on? A lot of great stuff going on in Tampa. One of the fastest growing mid-sized city in the country. Tampa, Central Florida. All right. So let's go over finally. Let's go over the numbers. You can do 25% down or 30% down, and so the monthly gross rent on both units is $1,550. So minus the total debt obligation per month, as you can see here, $832 equals monthly net cash flow is $718. Not too bad. All right, 135K list price, 1,550 gross rent. So the rent to value ratio is slightly higher than 1%. Okay, this is a very desirable purchase, and as always, good multi-unit that we present on a weekly basis, they go fast. Why they go fast? Because they are very attractive. Investors from all over the country and the world are targeting Central Florida for very obvious reasons. So once again, if you're serious, if you're super motivated, get yourself pre-approved, submit the necessary form to Gene Gillum, and before you can make any offer for this very desirable, high demand multi units in Tampa, Florida. And so that's all I have to say. And if you are interested, contact myself, Si Wing Yi, or then you can contact Jing Gillum. All right, you know how to reach me. Thank you so much for your time, and have a nice day. And I'll see you on the other side. Have a nice day. Goodbye.